Hello students, welcome to the class of Pole Science of 12 Arts. And in the previous class we had completed up to the topic membership. You can see here, that means what were the eligibility or what is the eligibility for the countries to become a member. We have read that. So in today's topic we will start from here. That means the main organs of the United Nations. As we have studied the chapter, and the chapter's name is also related to this only, that United Nations and its organizations. So what are the organs related to the United Nations? Let us see them. The United Nations has 6 main organs, followed by number 1 is General Assembly, then number 2 is Security Council, number 3 is the Secretariat, number 4 is the Trusteeship Council, number 5 is the Economic and Social Council, and number 6 is the International Court of Justice. Clear? So these are the main 6 organs of the United Nations. Starting from General Assembly, Security Council, the number 3 is the Secretariat, number 4 is the Trusteeship Council, number 5 is the Economic and Social Council, and number 6 is the International Court of Justice. So we will first read about the number 1 organ, that is the General Assembly. The General Assembly, and in the bracket it is written headquarters is in New York. Remember this. The General Assembly is the main deliberative organ. The General Assembly is like a world parliament. That means it is a deliberative organ. It makes decision. Clear? So the General Assembly is like a world parliament. That means in a democratic country you can see that in every democratic country there is a parliament. So like that only, the General Assembly can be told as what? As a world parliament, where every member nation gathers to meet or take a decision on any important law. It ordinarily meets once a year unless there is some emergency for a special session. And when does the General Assembly meets? Actually once a year. That means in a year only once they meet, unless there is some emergency for a special session. That can be more than one also, but until and unless if there is not any emergency, they meet only once a year, and if emergency is there they can meet more than that period of time also. Decisions are taken by 2/3 majority. Clear? So that means whatever the decisions they are taking through the General Assembly, these are actually taken by the majority. And what is the majority to take any decision, any important decision? That is 2/3. Clear? Composed of all United Nations member states, the Assembly meets in regular yearly sessions under a president elected from among the member states. So what is the procedure? We know that they meet once a year, but if there is an emergency they can meet more than that period of time also. Clear? And decisions whatever they are taken, these are taken by the passing of 2/3 of majority. So composed of all United Nations member states, the Assembly meets in regular yearly sessions under a president elected from among the member states, and whatever the president is being elected for the General Assembly, that is elected only through the member states, whatever the number of member states are there. Suppose I assume that 193 member states are there, so out of that 193 member states only the president will be elected for the General Assembly. Clear? The first session was convened on 10th January 1946 in the Westminster Central Hall in London and included representatives from 51 nations. So regarding its first meeting, you can see its first meeting was held where? Was held in the Westminster Central Hall in London. The place is London and the location is Westminster Central Hall. And in that first meeting, how many countries or member nations were present? 51 member nations were present. And this first session was convened on 10th of January 1946. Remember this date. This is the United Nations General Assembly Hall. You can see through the picture. Clear? After that, the second organ of the United Nations is the Security Council. So the Security Council having its headquarters in New York. And remember, the General Assembly also have its headquarters in New York. So about Security Council, the Security Council is charged with maintaining peace and security among countries. So what is the main functions or purpose of formation of Security Council? That it has to maintain peace also, and it has to seek security also among member countries. The Security Council has the power to make binding decisions that member governments have agreed to carry out under the terms of Charter. And how they will maintain peace and security? Apart from maintaining peace and security, the Security Council has also the power to make binding decisions that member governments have agreed to carry out under the terms of Charter. So regarding this line, if you remember that what is the criteria to be a member states under the UN, there was one provision that if a country wishes to be a member states under the UN, they have to agree to obey or run by the terms and conditions of the Charter. So what does the Security Council does here? The Security Council makes the member countries to bind by the decisions which they have actually agreed according to the terms and conditions of the UN Charter. Clear? So apart from maintaining peace and security, they also has the power to make the member countries to bind by their decisions which they have actually agreed according to the terms and conditions of the Charter. The decisions of the Council are known as the United Nations Security Council resolutions. This is one of the most important point regarding Security Council. So whatever the decisions of the Council are carried out, that means whatever the decisions the Security Council gives to other member countries or to the member countries to carry out, these actual decisions which are taken by the Council are known as what? UNSCR. That means United Nations Security Council resolutions. Remember this point. The Security Council comprises 5 permanent members, as we know from earlier only, that the Security Council has 5 permanent members that have veto power. Namely, which are the 5 countries then? United States of America, Britain, France, Russia and China. And we also know that there are 10 non-permanent members that is elected for 2 years by the General Assembly. So there is a good news regarding India also, because in the month of June India has also been appointed as the non-permanent members. That means out of 10 non-permanent members, India is one of those. And whatever the non-permanent members are elected, they are elected for a term of 2 years specifically, and they are elected by whom? By the General Assembly. Remember this thing. The permanent members have the power to veto any of the decisions of the Security Council. So I have told you earlier that veto is related to the negative vote. Suppose assume that any of the 5 countries, out of 5 countries, if 4 are agreeing to some decisions and the 5th country, suppose for example like China, are not agreeing to that decisions, they will do what? They will give the veto. That means they will give negative vote and all the things will be cancelled or will remain cancelled due to that vote. So the advantage of these permanent members having the veto is that they have actual power to veto any of the decisions of the Security Council. That means whatever the Security Council as a whole, if they take decisions also comprising of four permanent members and other 193 member countries of the world, then also the fifth permanent member of the country, if that country is not supporting the particular law, then he can use what? The veto. And due to the use of that veto, what will happen? They can actually cancel the decisions that is been taken by the Security Council as a whole. Clear? So as you can see here, regarding the United Nations Security Council chamber, this is the picture related to the United Nations Security Council chamber. Clear? So with this we have come to the end of the topic, and in today's topic we had started from the organs of the United Nations, according to which we have studied that the UN has 6 main organs, namely the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Secretariat, the Trusteeship Council, the Economic and Social Council, and the International Court of Justice, out of which we have studied elaborately about first the General Assembly, where it is having the headquarters in New York, and what are the works related to the General Assembly is that it is the decision making organ or deliberative organ, and regarding its meeting, it meets once a year until and unless some emergency is there, then in time of that special session is called. Clear? And whatever the president is there, who is the head of the General Assembly, he or she is elected from among the 193 member countries that are the member countries of the UN. And regarding its first session, it was held on 10th January 1946 in London, in a place called Westminster Central Hall, and this meeting was represented by 51 nations. Clear? After that, we had read elaborately about Security Council having its headquarters in New York, and we had read what are the main functions of the Security Council, starting from maintaining peace and security, and also thirdly also it has the power to make binding decisions to the member governments or countries, because they have actually, while taking the membership, they had taken the oath to abide by the terms of the United Nations Charter. And whatever the decisions are taken by the Security Council, these are actually known as what? UNSCR, that means United Nations Security Council resolutions. And as usual, the Security Council have 5 permanent members, namely United States, Britain, France, Russia and China, and 10 non-permanent members are there, which are elected after every 2 years for a term of 2 years. And one more interesting fact is that the permanent member, namely USA, Britain, France, Russia and China, have the power to veto any of the decisions of the Security Council. Clear? So with this, I will wind up today's topic, and I hope that whatever the points we read today, it is now clear to you. So with this, I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.